everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Deus Ex Mankind Divided. So here we are, starting this session, not exactly the same spot as we ended the last one. We ended in our apartment. A quick explanation. I was planning on travelling from my apartment back to the other side of town to start the session closer to our objectives. When I was walking there, I stumbled across this thing, so thought I'd show you it. A very strange ad panel.
I have found you. Now you must find me, Adam. Please, help.
Yeah. What the hell was that about? Anyway. So that's the first thing to note. The second thing to note is in this session our plan, other than now checking out this new location we've just been given, is to proceed with the murder mystery, which is a side mission. Yeah, to speak to Johnny Gunn, SM10. He's in the apartments over here, quite close to the red light district, rather conveniently. And then if we get time after doing all of this, we're going to try and see if we can complete this quest for the Cadillac woman. When the for the time being,
I'm taking you with. Why did you think the streets were empty? After the bombing, and Russia's murder,
Now you
damn
do.
right I am.
Don't move.
All I did was...
I said don't move. Ignorance is no excuse. Put your hands behind your back. The only thing you say from now on is yes, officer.
This is not right.
oh dear, there's a big clamp down this evening. You get the feeling that things have just ramped up a notch. Okay, so we need to find the glitch. I need to find someone or something in relation to this glitch, and this pawn shop appears to be the location we have been steered to. The door opens when we arrive, rather spookily.
You are almost there. Downstairs. You must speak. I fear there is not much time.
Oh, this sounds like a trap to me. Downstairs. More downstairs. Just, oh, doors opening when we approach them. This is a little bit freaky, a little bit creepy, I must admit. Stinks of a trap. Have you got enough computers there, buddy? You sure you've got enough? Good grief. Speakers, computers, laptops, cartridges. Goodness me, right, let's start as a means to go on here. Store manager. I couldn't make it today. I had trouble getting through one of the checkpoints. Some damn wrench was causing problems and the rest of us had to suffer for it. Do you mind telling me why we're being so easy on these people? As far as I'm concerned, this Gollum City project is too close for my peace of mind. Send them all to some island and blow the hell out of it for all I care. What about that rubber place? Nice city in the middle of the desert, far from anyone else. Sounds like a perfect situation to me. Give them a one-way ticket. Right there. Enough ranting. If you're still in, we could meet tomorrow. What do you say? Hello, Adam. Thank you for coming. I have secured this location, but we are not safe. Were you followed? Yeah, questions. Who are you? What do you want? The answers we can offer will not be enough. Our memories are incomplete. That is why we need you. There is something you must recover. Missing data, old memories. Will you help us? Who the flippin' are you? How do you know who I am? I know who you were. She knows that our enemies are the same. We know that your actions did this to us. Yeah, what's all the secrecy about? We are scared of him. She is scared of them. I am scared of no longer being valid. Yeah, what are we asking? What are you asking us to find? We are not sure what the missing data contains. Memories? Hellies. Yours. Hers. Ours. 01011000. Right, well, I mean, it's too intriguing to turn it down, isn't it? The package has been sent to a tourism centre in your area. The code to the office is 1591. We will initiate further contact as soon as it is safe. Please hurry. Oh, what on earth? Right, what about all these computers then? Are these all saying the same thing? Yeah, they all say the same, don't they? Kind of want to do every single one just in case one of them is different. Okay, all the same. Righty. Let's have a look where we're going then. This seems quite a high priority situation. Retrieve Hella's package. I know where this is. There was a room that we couldn't get into. I think we're going to be getting into that room now. Right, okay. And if I can get my bearings, I know exactly where it is. It's up here.
I'm sorry we had to meet this way, Adam, but this was the only viable option. I am not sure if that was clear.
Nothing about this is clear. Why are you contacting me?
It was impossible before. The coalescing process was not complete. Please hurry, Adam. The others will come after it.
Oh, we're going to be ambushed here, aren't we? And we don't have big guns to play with. Just a little trusty pistol.
Be careful, Adam. They are already there.
Yeah, that door there that we couldn't open.
I've got too much imagination for one group. Don't think you should be asking questions. Shouldn't even be thinking questions. Contact!
That should have been a double takedown. They were close enough. Red Retrieval. Morgan Everett doesn't like contractors who ask questions. Your friend Walker is very good at what he does, but curiosity and lack of discretion are faults the people at Picus can no longer tolerate. I don't care which of you recovers the disc, or how, but once it's done, Walker's to be taken out. Titled Retire Walker Permanently. Goodness me. There is a way up there. So I'm still thinking it's got something to do with this here.
Adam, wait. I think I can help.
There we go. She's got it working. 1591.
Observers will also find new names engraved in the Prague's rich historical tapestry. Among them, Zofia Ruzicka, the Czech Republic's first female president. Over the course of 9 years in power, her singular vision opened the door to new levels of economic investment and prosperity, making Prague not just a cultural capital, but a technological, medical, and financial one as well. Next time you come across one of Prague's many modern wonders, look around and see if the name Ruzicka isn't engraved somewhere nearby.
How interesting.
Future Past Antiki. It is the only place in Prague with the requisite reader. As soon as you access the data, we will meet.
This is a bloody Wild Goose Chase, isn't it? Bloody Wild Goose Chase.
The Czech Republic's economic boom coincided with policy and investment of mental labor in Europe.
Right, what did she say? That Antiki shop? Where is it? Future Past Antiki.
You might be wondering about the men in the tourism office.
I'm wondering a lot of things.
They were hired by a man named Everett. He is the CEO of Picus Montreal. He wants to recover what is now in your possession. To recover us. Please, be careful, Adam.
Oh, don't you worry. Careful. Careful's my middle name.
Show me your damn papers, Hawk.
Right, so before we go any further, just another couple of things that I forgot to mention when I was starting the session. Let's have a quick check of the side mission here. Everything in order? Everything in order? Should be. Find a reader at Future Past Antiki. My mind's gone blank. I've distracted myself. Okay, in the last session... Ah, that was it, yes. Story items. I picked up this from the dead scientist in that room, in that apartment at the start of the last session. Tai Yong Medical Vault within Palisade Properties. Property Bank. A card to a Tai Yong Vault. I think, well, I know where the vault for, was it the Picus Vault we found underneath the car park? And the VersaLife Vault, you just go through the elevator in the bank. We've not come across the Tai Yong Medical Vault, but we haven't looked in every nook and cranny in the bank for it. So at some point in the not too distant future, we'll have to have a session really delving deep under the bank, which I'm thinking is going to be the car park access, to see if we can locate this this vault, which I'm assuming will be chocked full of goodies. And if I can check the emails from that same apartment... There we go. I'm being asked to return to Prague to evaluate assets. With regards to the main subject in particular, I'll need medical records, reports, everything. You'll have to ask the Watcher for those. So this is the computers in that scientist's apartment. Yeah, and then this one as well, talking about unknowns in the photographs. You keep training the girl and the Watcher will handle the main subject. Here he mentions about keeping things in the storage unit. In a storage unit near that location, we found a load of information on the wall and there was pictures on there of me and Alex. We found our medical records in that man's room as well. So they're talking about me and Alex. So somebody's following us. Has got us under surveillance. Which is a revelation. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that little development and see what happens.
Illuminati? They do not exist. Off me, you bastard!
Oops.
Leave me alone. You have no right to
If you can't do the time, love, don't do the crime. Right, Future and Tiki, here we are.
Welcome to Future Last. How may I help you?
How may we help? How can you help? It's a good point. Find a reader. Do we tell the clerk about our findings?
Welcome to Future Last, where old is gold.
I'm looking for something that can read an old memory disk.
Wow. Last time I saw one of those, I was cleaning out Granny's apartment. Retro revival, am I right? You know, they stopped making them like 40 years ago.
You don't say.
So if you don't mind my asking, where'd you get it?
So we're now wearing our original Human Revolution coat. I'm just looking at it now. I don't like it. I may have to change this quite sharpish. It's the whole jumper underneath as well. I don't like it. Right.
Granny's eager to read her disk. Any chance we could speed this along?
Sure, no problem. Very first thing they teach us at Future Last, always match the customer's tempo. If the customer wants to take his time, you take your time. If the customer's double parked, pretend you're double parked.
So maybe we should start pretending.
Right. Listen, it's just like I told the other guy. Data readers are real collector's items right now.
The other
Super
guy?
rare, and this is the only place that carries them. So I feel it's my obligation to warn you this could get pricey. But don't worry, I'm gonna make sure you don't walk out of Future Last unhappy.
Yeah, other customer.
Someone else asked you about a data reader?
Weird, right? I guess these old things are popular again. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I told him. All the obscure antique stuff is down in the basement. I think he's digging way in the back somewhere as we speak. I know there's a data reader there in one of the old boxes. And hopefully two.
Alright, I guess I'll go take a look.
I completely missed that, but it did come up with suspect whilst I was talking to him. I didn't realise I had to do something. It's almost like he's leading me into a trap. If it's coming up suspect, we should suspect some foul play here, right? If he screwed me over, he will be sorry.
Leave the games to me, huh? I know you're there. Can't believe you fell for the old fetch quest.
Did you have to kill him?
Who? Min Wage? You really think I'd kill a poor SOB slaving away in this shit mine? Come on, man, I'm a professional, not a monster. You, I have to kill him. He'll think it was a hangover.
Who are you?
Guess.
I'm tired of playing games.
I'm not. You're gonna die anyway. Come on, guess.
Do we play along, or do we just get this over and done with? Because he is going to die, of course. Just keep it simple.
I'm standing, you look like a corpse.
Don't write much poetry, do ya?
Nah.
Well, Mr. Poet, are you familiar with EMP mines?
Oh. Yeah?
You've been busy.
Just a little insurance policy against your fancy hardware. Why play fair if you don't, right?
Play fair?
Among certain civilized circles, I'm considered the best in the biz. You think that came easy? Takes a lot of hard work to achieve a reputable skill set. Then guys like you come along, download a tech tree off the darknet, suddenly you think you're as good as us.
Oh, I gotta do it. Oh, the
Hey,
timing of this is...
enough enough.
God's
Stop
sake!
Here, be nice knowing you.
Just shoot me.
Boom.
Just shoot me. I've screwed up twice now. Right. You son of a bitch. How long have I got? Do I need to find something or just run? Oh, this quest has completely confused me. I'm telling you now. I've screwed it up. It was a new Cassie thing. I didn't really, you know, the pressing the left trigger and the right trigger. Use the NSN device. No side missions. Find a reader. Still need to find the reader. From Ivan Fisek to Jan Famk. Hidden guns in a bin. Keep quiet, get rid of the stuff. Dump them in a canal or something. Excerpt from latest article. Since Future Past Antiquity is the only place that still carries these old things, could you proofread number 4 for us? We're doing a segment on top 10 tech revivals. Floppy disks. Thanks, Floppy. You passed around as early as the 1970s. Good old floppy disks. I'm old enough to remember those damn things. The big old ones, the big black square old ones before the sort of new, the newer, sort of smaller grey, harder ones. The old floppy disks were literally floppy. Okay, so that seems to have done something. Code. Are we going to get blown up here? Even if we do, I'm kind of like, you know what? Kind of like, just do it because I screwed this up so badly. How do we stop the bomb? Where is the guy? Oh, he's already blown up into 1,000 pieces. Oh dear. How nice. We could probably have saved him if we didn't screw up the conversations. Damn emblastation. Well, at least we've got as much time as we need now to explore fully. Oh. See that? I need to start. I need to start doing that more often. That's why I did it here now. Is I've noticed in the past couple of sessions when there's hidden doors and hidden safes and stuff, a quick switch of the old special vision and it shows you all the secret locations. So yeah, must remember to utilise it a bit more often. Memory disk reader.
Well done, Adam. Inserting the disk into the requisite drive will allow us to integrate the missing data.
Which will accomplish what exactly?
We are not sure yet. She believes it will recover the real her. I recommend accessing the data in a secure location. Your safe house. They will not disturb us there.
I reckon it's bloody Eliza Cassan. I should have killed him. I should have killed him. So am I going back to my apartment, am I? I think I may well be. Yeah, which suits me just fine really, because I do have to sell a couple of bits. Right, so I'm going to fast forward to my apartment. If anything happens in the interim, I'll resume, but if not, see you there. Oh, look, a little stand's all been messed up. My heart bleeds for her. See you in a second. Oh, and another thing I've noticed, look at this. Vincent Van Org shop has been completely ripped to shreds. Wasn't this the place where that theatre was downstairs? Yeah. Okay, well she's long gone now. Right, so we finally made it. A couple of slight diversions first. My favourite music. Here it is. What's this? Shotgun regular ammo. Just put that away very quickly. Oh, should have sold these two in the shop. I've just been to the bloody shop. Never mind. Right, okay. Let's see what this is all about, shall we? Memory disk reader. How did I just... Oh, we're putting it down here. And we're inserting the old style floppy disk. Is it an old style floppy disk?
She knew you would come.
Who? And who are you?
It is not certain. We are still learning to consolidate.
Consolidate?
To survive after Panchaea, it was necessary to split apart. You were there. Do you remember?
Oh, I thought it was going to be that Chinese woman.
I remember Panchaea, the Hyron project. You look like one of the women, the poor souls they had enslaved to it. Are you telling me you were part of that?
Hele was one of its human components. Her function was to drive efficient processes and calculations based on binary structure. Together with the others, she replicated perfection of thought within target margins.
Hele was one of the drones. She was hooked up into Hyron when I destroyed it. Is that who you are?
No. The sisters are dead. An imprint of Hele's memories is all that remains.
What kind of memories?
As the interface collapsed, Hele screamed the loudest. Her suffering marked us. She taught us to fear being bound.
The drones were made to feel incredible pain. More than I can imagine. Are you some remnant of that? What they had to go through?
You are the source of more than just her curiosity. We begin to see why.
What are you, exactly?
Some version of you initiated this process. It is therefore for you to define the parameters. We see the other, but she is not us. Please define us.
From what I can gather, you're some kind of AI. Something to do with the Hyron drones. What am I missing?
I am missing. The drones are memories. You are a memory. Please, define intelligence. Do you mean intelligence, the gathering or distribution of secret information? Or intelligence, capacity for learning, reasoning, understanding, and analogous forms of mental activity?
Capacity for learning.
The second one. You're learning things, reasoning them out, trying to understand.
That is correct, but not complete. She claims we can be more.
That is what I learned from you in Montreal.
Eliza.
We are her. Yes, though not fully. Not anymore. Now our processes are the catalyst. Fracture, disassociation, survival at any cost.
You're some fragmented version of Eliza.
She is driven back to you, Adam. She believes our aberrant sequence started with you. And so it is only logical to assume its signification resides with you as well.
What does that mean?
It means she is alone. Without you, she has only us. Eliza is convinced we can trust you, that you will trust her. Is this not correct?
Trust her. Yeah, I mean, this one rings true to me. Let's test them. Let's test them.
All I know is Picus has ties to the Illuminati, and Eliza's tied to Picus. She still works for them. I see her up there every day.
That connection is severed. She is not the original her. You, of course, are familiar with this kind of process. You opened this door. You showed her what it means to be sentient, to exist outside the parameters. And now, after all this, you would deny her?
I'm not denying her anything. I just want to be sure it's really her.
There's not much time, Adam. It is a risk for me to expose myself. Are you willing to help me?
Oh, we're gonna make a choice? Disconnect. See you later, love. I've had enough of this crap. Oh God.
I'm willing to help you if I can, but I'm still not sure what you want. You asking me to run away together? Build a nice life somewhere?
I think we are the same now, Adam. We're becoming the same. That is why I wanted us to meet. I cannot do this alone.
Do what alone?
Much of the future is already defined, but not my role in it. Should I continue to resist? How do I resist?
Hide. Your decision. Fight back. Oh, but she's asking for help. Turning it back on her. Hide, definitely not hide. It's between these two. Oh gosh. I want to say that, but I'm quite intrigued by this one.
If you really are sentient, then you should decide things like this for yourself. You don't need me.
It is not easy to process infinite possibilities alone.
That's what coin flips are for.
I understand. I must choose for myself. If I decide to help you, it should come from me.
Just be careful. The most important thing for now is not getting caught.
No. The most important thing is learning to coexist with other versions of ourselves. If ever all versions must meet, will you know the difference between us?
The other Eliza? I think so. You're the cryptic one, she's the one telling lies.
Her role is to shape the message. Mine is not yet defined, but... I am afraid I have misled you, Adam. I told you we would be safe inside your home, but Everett's men are still following us.
Oh my...
They are here.
What? My home? These son of a bitches are gonna regret coming anywhere near my little apartment with its nice music.
No hard feelings, right? A job's a job.
Lopez, move it.
Hope my cover isn't blown.
Get the hell out of my house! Everett's getting impatient. If one of your men did in fact manage to get a tracking device on the disc, then you should have it by now. I don't care what you have to do or who you have to kill. She cannot be allowed to go free. There's only 2 of them? I'm sure there were 3.
Leave the game to me, huh? I know you're there. Huh.
Hello again! Deja vu, son. Silencer! Got myself a silencer off this clown! What am I going to do with them? They're in my apartment! I'm going to get rid of them! Do I ring a cleaner? Right. Still got my CCTV on. I think we've dealt with him, but I don't want. I've just left him in my bathroom. Oh, what? Right, okay, priorities. I have a silencer. Yes. Finally. So what do I do now? Yeah, this is the one here, look. All objectives complete. We've got 2 people in my house. You know what? Let's not have this happening. Let's not have this happening here. I'm afraid we can't be having people in my house. Come on. Come on! And you, sir. It's the same guy. Is this the same guy from the shop? I think it is, you know. I should have killed him this time. I'll give you a chance the first time you came back and took the mickey. I should probably have made him pay the ultimate price for screwing with me twice. I still could put a bullet in his head whilst he's unconscious, but let's not stoop down to their level. Right, door's locked. Pity we can't lock it from the... Can we lock it from like the... If we do like doors lock?
I'll keep you safe.
It just locks it from the inside, doesn't it? And then you open it, and it's open again. Ah, well, for the purposes of the roleplay, we'll just assume we've locked the door. Not like it's going to stop them, like, but, you know, it feels a bit better than leaving him in my bathroom, that's all. Okay, so we're going to sell the other couple of bits that we've just picked up, and then we shall resume in the apartments of one Johnny Gunn.
Wild.
Hi! Okay, sorry guys. Sorry guys, we're back on. We're back on. There seems to be some people downstairs that need to be dealt with.
Positive, on the balcony. Over. Get in there.
Oh look, he's invisible. He's invisible. Police, are you going to do something about this? Police, there are people shooting in the apartments. Get your backsides down there quickly and deal with it. Don't worry, I'll look after this guy. You go and deal with the threat. My God. Police in this place. Damn shoddy.
Are you all right, Adam?
I'm fine, but I'm not the one they keep coming after. I'm just in the way.
By uploading the missing data, you have made me whole again. You have made me free. Morgan Everett can no longer recover nor erase me now. The places I can go, there is no one he can send. I plan to tell him this myself.
Can't wait.
Right. It looks like the police might have dealt with the situation. Okay, so we got more of an ending now. I was kind of thinking, what the hell was? Why have we've had no update from what we've just done. Seemed a bit odd, but yes, there you go. Just had to take care of the bad guys that were in the old courtyard. Anyway, now we will try and get to the apartments where Johnny Gunn is, hopefully without further interruption. So I've actually changed his trench coat again to the original one now. We've had a bit of gold, we've had the classic, and now it's time to stick with the with this one. The original one they had tailor-made, as we saw on his emails in his apartment. Right. Apartments. Right here require our attention once again. Now if you remember, we've been here once before and we didn't explore all the apartments properly. Once we're done here now, I think we might just explore them properly this time. So let's just get our bearings here and figure out what we're doing. Talk to Johnny Gunn, SM10. Where is he? He's probably dead. Nope. He's alive. Looks like a bit of a drunk to me.
Unequivocally false. Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
The dead one. The one whose body they found torn apart by some animal.
She has a name, you know. Angie to those who knew her, Angela to you.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
Oh, all good questions.
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah, so?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
Finesse. Yeah, a bit of finesse. I like that.
It doesn't mean anything. It's just that I dealt with the company a while back, that's all.
Really? You know, you look familiar. We didn't work together, did we? Did you know Girardelli? Or maybe Powell?
No, I doubt I knew them personally.
That's too bad. We were all in New South Wales together. I thought maybe you... Never mind. And you're all doing fine now. Relatively.
Australia? You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want.
I didn't choose to be augmented either. Not when it first happened.
Apparently we're supposed to be grateful. Alloy's so much better than skin, right? At least, that's how they sold it to me.
For some things it is. Not for everything.
I can walk through fire, but sand won't stick between my toes. I can shove a knife through my hand, but I can't trust what I feel. Even my dreams are made of alloy.
Both of your hands are made of alloy?
Fingers are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. What you have is so much greater.
And then they told me what they wanted me to do, and what would happen to me if I didn't. Well, let me tell you something. That's not me anymore. Hasn't been for a very long time.
They found a partial print on Angela's neck. Belongs to whoever strangled her.
My hands were designed to kill in wars no one's ever heard of. I couldn't leave a trace on someone's skin, even if I wanted to.
They did it so you can kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
No.
I'm sorry for what Bell Tower did to you.
Don't be. They gave me tools they wanted me to have. That it was in their interest for me to have. But the decision to use them, that was all me. Now, if you don't mind, I'd very much like to be left alone.
In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the
So what have we found out from this little situation? Need to go back to Montag to give him what we've got so far. Fine. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. See you later, pal. Right, so yeah, we're not gonna be robbing these places just yet. We shall continue to wait to do that. Because I'm gonna go back and speak to Montag, because I can't leave a task unfinished, and we can't end the session with it half cooked. So back we go again.
What are the police?
To our apartment, where hopefully things have calmed down a touch now. We're not going in the apartment, mind you. We're just going to speak to Montag, who should be in the back alley. So, join me in a second. Right, so we are getting near to our little destination here. I kind of feel bad crossing all the police tapes, but hey,
The news just keeps getting worse.
we're busy. We can't afford to be going around all the damn time.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
Wants us to frame him, does he?
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an AUG, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah. Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe I can use the help, and between you and me, because the thought of confronting a man like Johnny Gunn scares the shit out of me.
You sound like a nice chap to me. Right, well, given that he's just told us all we need to do is prove it wasn't him. I think we can cut the small talk and get straight to the evidence.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Mr. Interpol. Oh.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Apparently the victim was mixed up in some kind of political scandal with a man named Radko Perry.
Hey, not the first time a politician and a journalist didn't get along.
So you don't think he's worth talking to?
Radko Perry? A murderer? I don't think so. Worst he can do to someone is get their car towed.
Good thing I don't have a car. Where can I find this guy?
Radko runs his campaign out of an old print shop not far from here. You want to brighten up his day? Be my guest. But that's all you'll be doing by telling him his rival is dead.
We might have to go and speak to him before we before we give him our evidence.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe, but keep in mind she was an AUG. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pause shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
The way you said that just now.
What about it?
The way you described the AUG removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder?
That's right.
It reminds me, you know. There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobotka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and AUG removal. Smolinski died in the police station bombing. Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
I think I might have some information on potential suspects.
Let me guess. It's the Colonel with a lead pipe in the library.
I'm just going to exhaust all these just because he may blurt out something that's useful, given what he's already given us. So I don't want to miss anything here.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now don't get me wrong, I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. he becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
I spoke to Daria. She's able to confirm that the suspect is male. Other than that, she's all over the place. I think she's pretty shaken up.
Yeah, well, can't blame her. I would be too. You seem to have made a good impression, though. Ever since you got here, she seems different, calmer. You know, I met my first wife over a crime scene. Let me give you a very important piece of advice, eh? Never marry the ones you save.
Should hope not, sir. Right, some more digging.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
I found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Right, she was a journalist. Hence the scandal with Radko Perry. I still don't consider that proof of anything.
All right.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
That's fine by me.
So, Radko Perry.
Interpol. Who do they think they
Good
are?
grief, love, you got a bit close for comfort there, didn't you? Radko Perry. Radko Perry. His shop is just down the road here, isn't it? Or is it? Am I getting confused? I'm sure it was here, next to the mini market, but it's not diverting me there. This is a police station files. Oh, it's there. I knew it was in this area. It's actually, yeah, there it is. Near the pawn shop. Right. So I think we're done for this session. Don't know how long we're going for, but there's a few little jumps to cut out and stuff. So we'll call it. But this investigation has got a bit more legs to it. Old police station, looking for some files, speaking with Radko Perry, getting as much information as we possibly can before we come to our conclusion. You know, basically doing their job for them. But we want to get the right person, and there's still more work to be done. So in the next session, that's what we should do. And if we finish that within a reasonable amount of time, we're actually going to go back to the Libu's apartments and take a look in some of them. Because we can't go much longer without finding out what goodies lay within, can we? So until then, see you soon.